I think what I want to do... I wonder if... Because now Kazakhstan is fine at the moment. Looks like the crackdown expired, so we're okay there. But it is... I think it was Project Exodus that was trying to hit it, and I wonder if it's because they obviously want to get to space ASAP. I wonder if they were after the Cosmodrome. Potentially, I don't know. I don't know if particular factions are have a particular propensity to take different... Oh my god, the Academy's taken fucking India. We've got a couple of points in India. Oh, that's not good. India's quite difficult to take. Jeez. So I've changed the map so that we can see countries' sort of allegiance, or which countries have been captured. So you can see the Academy has taken a little bit of Europe there, but they've also managed to secure a bit of India, which is interesting. And our invasion of the Ukraine is going okay, I think. How are we looking control points? Okay, so about halfway there. I'm wondering if you want to try and like sneak into, maybe go into Poland, or maybe try Scandinavia, like sweep into Scandinavia here. I don't know if that's going to be any use. Is there anything here that's useful? They got some tech, they got some research. They got research. We can take research. Got a little bit of lift, a little bit of boost there, a little bit of cash. I mean, it's not great, but. You know, I'll take it. Is there any... I mean, we could grab this. Now, the servants have already got... Oh, no, if we take the Ukraine, then we'll have that, because that is the Ukraine, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Is there anywhere that's sort of, like, got claims on the... No. What's this? Czechoslovakia. Okay. 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 I think we've pretty much grabbed... Yeah, that's China. We probably don't want to start... China's very difficult to take. It's Uzbekistan. We could try and grab Uzbekistan. We're going Turkmenistan, so we can grab those, can't we? So let us 69% chance, 67. We could whack some influence there, get 75%
Putting our
chance.
people in place.
That's more likely to succeed than not. I am actually... I have concerns about...
Setting a watch.
Problem is, you're not very good.
At your service.
That's... Has this got 2? It does. Yeah, so we'll
Taking control.
You're not very good at investigating, so that's not really going to help very much, unfortunately.
We are taking over.
Oh, look at this. Critical success. Holy
Failed
shit.
to take control.
Okay, failed.
We've gained
And
significant
success.
support.
Okay, so we've grabbed Uzbekistan. We still need to grab Turkmenistan. Oh my goodness. Humanity first. We've got a massive fucking boost there. Jeez. What the fuck happened? Okay. Okay. Okay, it's fine. I mean, we can grab it. That's not a problem. So
establishing control.
we'll send you in to do that. We're going to try and
We'll
stabilize
restore peace
Russia.
to this nation.
Ready for my mission.
Council of Laws grant 2 engineering projects. So, basically now we can research 2 things at the same time, which is interesting. Obviously, currently, we're whacking everything we've got into Outpost Hab, so everything's going in there. It doesn't actually show... Oh, so we can see we've got 249 research, and the closest is the Academy. They're not far behind at 211, actually. They're really pumping research into that. We could actually... Is it clandestine cells? Yeah, so this would allow us to recruit an additional councillor, which is not a bad choice, to be honest. Probably worth doing that.
Reaching out.
Hello, Resistance.
You ooze selfishness from every pore.
Why, thank
but so
you.
long as you don't stand in our way, we good.
No, if anything, we probably kind of like want to help. A generous trait. Okay, so we can get a non-aggression pact with them, which I'm like, let's do that. Because that way they won't attack us, we won't attack them. We good.
Order is returning.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Our supporters are in place.
Okay, so we've secured Turkmenistan. So I think we've basically got every country that we can. They are saying the United States of America has open control points, and it does.
Standing by.
But in fact, if we
Ready
go and have
for
a look
orders.
at our peeps, do we have any? Okay, so you've got 22 experience, which is very nice. Oh, UN Office of Space Affairs. Now that's going to cost us a little bit, but give us research and extra funding, spaceflight program, and space scientist research. I think that's well worth grabbing. Let's just check anyone. Okay, so it's just you. So we're going to grab this one. Yes, I'm going to spend the influence there to grab the UN Office of Outer Space Affairs. There we go. That's in our pocket now. So that's quite nice. Now, you do have experience, so I could do something like... I could increase your persuasion, but to be honest... What are you? You're a diplomat. So you're kind of average across the board. What skills do you have? You've got defend interests, which is... That doesn't have a success chance. I mean, to be honest, a lot of your skills are pretty much persuasion, so I may as well just beef your persuasion. It just makes sense. So we'll do that. You're 19, 16, 19. Okay, so we've got a couple of people that are pretty close to leveling, which is good. But if we take Trisha, I think has our most. So she's got 8 persuasion. So if we go and try and you'll see 0% success. If we whack our influence all the way to max, we get 1%. Now currently we only have 4 influence, but still, it's not great. That is because we don't have much public opinion here. We could try and increase it. It's 46% chance isn't too bad. So you know what? Let's
We'll make our appeal.
Let's try and thing is we've only got one public opinion guy.
We'll turn down the heat.
Anyone else?
Reporting in.
You can do public opinion, but you've only got 6 persuasion, which means it's not going to be as good. So we get to 46%.
We'll make our appeal.
It's not great,
Ready for my mission.
but give it a pump. Is there anywhere we could... I mean, you'll come in useful later because you do have the assault alien thing, which does... Basically, you're an agent that is going to come in useful later, but is currently not actually that useful. So I'm just going to put this away. Let's just do something like that. Just keep an eye on things.
There are 2 types of people in this world. Those who think only of home, and those who think only of leaving home. Director Khalil Ashgar, archival online dating profile.
While we have long been able to provide a few months of off-world comfort to a small handful of highly trained astronauts, the time has come to strive for something longer term, and even indefinite. Our newly developed first-generation outpost habitats are the product of engineering built on decades of experience in the most hostile corners of the Earth. A far cry from our earliest ventures, which were exclusively designed for scientific research. This new breed of space station is built for versatility to provide off-world homes for a dozen souls and for more walks of life than an astronaut and engineer. Aside from the essential life support and power functionality, the outposts are designed with a space future in mind. Each outpost, already a marvel in its own right, is capable of being fully customized depending on each other's specific mission requirements. So we now have the following technologies that may be researched: mission to Mars and mission to the Moon. And we have the following project, which is the Outpost Core. So, because we researched that technology, we can pick the next one. So, if we have a look at the old tech trailer, what do we like the look of? So, orbital ship is currently being researched. Space tourism, interesting. Is that going to be useful? On the other hand, it could make us a lot of money. Deep space propulsion. I mean, I don't really. The thing is, I've not played super far into the game, and so I'm not 100% sure. I would like cybernetics. So if we go augmented reality, let's go augmented reality. So we want to go augmented reality. Let's begin our research. Right, we're not actually interested in researching that at the moment. We want to do clandestine cells. So we will just do all of that. And we'll research that. So we'll get that by the 28th of March, so that's not very long at all, which is fine. We're continuing to try and push the public opinion in the US. And we've signed a non-aggression pact with Humanity First. Because I say, we're not actually that bothered. Also, we're kind of struggling to take that. We've almost got it. We've almost taken Eastern Ukraine, which is good. So we're now able to untake the outcorp. That's
The
also
people
what I
will
need to
come
check.
to our side.
Oh, good. What I need to check is, have we got the probes? I can never remember when we do probes. Where's the moon? There's moon. I love the moon. Okay, can't probe the moon yet, because I'm fairly sure it comes up when we can. You can also build, like, space stations. Can we build a space station yet? Can we build one? Found platform. There we go. If I go, like, I don't know. Let's do a low. There we go. We have constructed a low Earth platform. We've just got the platform core at the minute. He's just floating up there. Colombo Station. Just wants to ask one more question. Right, we're going to go for a...
15 seconds to CSM act.
I don't know what that means. Right, we're gonna build a solar thingy-majig there. We've got a life science, and that would give us bonus investment in welfare priority. We're not interested in that. Space science. I think we're going to leave that like that for the minute. Eventually, of course, we're going to build. I think we want something different there. But we're going to research the
We
HABs
hold no
first.
sway in their minds.
Never mind. We're going to build the HABs
Mom's
first.
last years were a blur of doctors and treatments. By that point, every movement was painful. The one thing she loved was her aquatic therapy. Whenever I was home on leave, I'd take her to the pool for hours. Weightless, smiling, free. Commander Fiona Ayawade, during a psychological evaluation.
I just love those little quotes. It just gives you a little like insight into the characters, which I just kind of love. The old rules of aerospace cease to be when there is less aero and more space. Craft built for the purpose of travelling, transporting and fighting in space have greater allowance for design versatility when friction and drag are no longer an issue. Materials can be more dense and designs can be more utilitarian. This does mean, however, that ships built for space must be built in space, at least if we are to avoid time-consuming and costly haulage from Earth, not to mention finding room for orbital shipyards, the cost of factories. Once the sizable initial investment is complete, orbital shipyards provide an essential anchorage from which the commerce, construction and combat vessels alike will be born. So, following technology, we've got the principles of space warfare, and we've got a bunch of things unlocked here, which is very interesting. So this is all stuff that will come in useful later. Not right now, although things like the space dock, you never know. Okay, we've secured Eastern Ukraine, but first we're going to have to hit before we take on. We got wrecked. We've done it, but we got wrecked. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go and heal up before we do anything. Let's see. We had a chat with you, didn't we? And that was fine. You know.
Restoring order.
We've said
Ready to go.
let's be chill, because to be honest, I don't think our objectives clash with those of the Resistance or Humanity First, right? They want to kill the aliens. We're like, sure, that's fine. I don't care. As long as, you know, we get the benefit from it, I don't really give a shit if you want to kill the aliens. Shoot me like, I don't
I would
care.
try to sway the public.
I'm here.
Right. You, again... Just survey.
Eyes up.
Just. I mean, you're not very good.
Standing by for
But-
orders.
You're all we've got. So you have good loyalty. But you're the public. Yeah. Okay. Just fucking.
Making our case.
That's it. Make our case. We're kind of battling Humanity First for the United States. But I think it's probably fine.
On Overwatch.
The new normal. The initial global upheaval in response to the alien arrival has calmed somewhat, with various political and economic interests recognizing that, whatever the aliens are doing, the end of the world is not immediately upon us. With the sense of emergency fading, entrenched power structures are reasserting their authority, and humans are spending more time worrying about each other than about the aliens. In short, our moment to strike quickly is passing. Our councillors report their missions are taking longer to plan and conduct, as they must navigate the old protocols for travel, security and international contacts. We can still move forward, and some of our missions will have a greater impact as we spend more time on them, but everything we will take longer to accomplish now. So, basically, at the start of the game, you have a phase, I want to say it once a week, so basically it's double. Then, about a year or so into the game, things calm down. Right, this event is probably the greatest indictment, but also the most observational event in the history of gaming when it comes to humanity in an emergency. Like, the first instance, we lose our fucking minds. And then once we get bored of losing our minds, we just kind of go, oh, well, fuck it, I better go down the shops and get some milk then. Which is totally, you know, you can't survive on a heightened level of alerts. You just wouldn't survive. You'd kill yourself. So people just kind of go, that's fine. I guess the aliens aren't going to kill us immediately, so I can chill out. So now our events are going to be a little bit slower, but will have more of an impact when they do complete. So, you know, which is fine. So the game will move a little bit quicker because we're not going to have all of these phases that we're constantly going. But obviously, if you fail,
We must persuade the people.
Ready to
then
go.
it's going to be more of a kick in the nuts.
We'll make things safe.
I'm here.
So I'm actually going to boost. Actually, yeah, we've got shit tons of money. So you know what, 75%.
Making our case.
320.
Your orders?
That's right, baby. That's right. Do we have anyone? No, we've got. Oh, I like the International Monetary Fund is the International Monetary Fund is fucking amazing, and the reason it's amazing is you may notice it says +8 administration, which means if you equip that to someone, they can immediately. It basically pays for itself, gives you influence and a bunch of other percentages, cool, but it also then gives you like 5 extra org capacity just from equipping that one, which is great. So a really nice one to have, but 250 influence, we just don't have the influence at the moment, which is a real pain. I would love that, but sod's law, never mind. So you're just going to survey.
Setting a watch.
That's just what you do at the moment, which is fine. That's fine. It's all good. So we've had a UFO crash in China. So I'll have to go and... where are you? Oh, there you are.
Things are stabilizing.
Good to know. Very peaceful in Russia now. We've just calmed the shit out of everyone. Everyone's good.
We hold no sway in their
Oh,
minds.
80. Come on. A roll of 84 for a success chance of 81. That's bullshit.
We've moved the needle.
Oh, you got a critical success, so I'll allow it. That's fine.
With each passing day, humanity shatters the boundaries of the possible. It is our certain destiny to move mountains at the touch of a button. We need only the will to do so. And your generous investment, of course. Chairman Soren van Wyk, opening remarks during Western Armory's annual earnings call.
To meet the alien arrival in kind, we will require a paradigm shift in our own technology. We must reach the stars both so that we can become a staging ground for the advancement and defense of humanity, and so that we can tap their remarkable resources for ourselves. In addition, to counter the advanced weapons our rivals may wield against us, we will require bleeding-edge armaments of our own. Our scientists believe the best way forward is via magnetics on a hitherto unprecedented scale. Magnets. It was always going to be magnets, wasn't it? Their tests have successfully demonstrated that precise sequential firing of a row of powerful electromagnets can grant incredible acceleration to a moving object. In time, they believe we will be able to apply this to a handful to handheld weapons projectile to rapidly catapult resources from deep space to our facilities, or to build spacecraft capable of boosting their propulsion to reach once impossible speeds and destinations. Furthermore, they theorise that powerful magnetic fields may be used to contain new and unstable forms of energy. This latest advancements are but a gateway to a brighter future. We cannot yet wholly dispense with the old ways of propulsion, transport and containment, but certainly in a reality where we can dramatically augment them with magnetic force is within reach. The doorway to tomorrow yawns open before us. Oh, we get to research mass drivers and shit. That's fun. Oh, so we've got a HAB module. Perfect. So we can look at that. So there's our station. There's our little solar panels there. It's looking pretty good. Where's the sun these days? Sun? I think it's maybe probably behind the planet. So the solar panels will give us a little bit of energy.
Seconds to CSMAC.
So we can actually see that we get 10 energy from that. And these buildings will cost energy. So these cost 5, for example. So we can build some of those on there and get some bonuses. But there's some stuff I want to research first. So I'm going to hold off doing anything at the moment. Because also we want to save some boosts if we want to put
Things
a
are cooling
hand
off.
on the moon. Go to the
Our
moon, get
cause
some
is
resources.
unjustified to them.
We have gained significant support.
Holy shit! We had 11% chance to get one of the nodes in the US, and we managed it with a roll of 1.
Cleaning things up.
Good grief. Okay, so we have the financial sector. So bonus to funding income. I mean, that is very lucky that we've grabbed that. Very, very lucky. So I think what we're just going to keep plugging away, I think if we can just keep plugging away at this and see if we can, like, grab any more. I mean, it's going to be just slamming our head against a brick wall in some respects. And I could really use the influence for other things. But we've got an army already because the US has shit tons of armies. So I think every single one of these control nodes gives us an army, which is good. Which is good. So you have the 9. Yeah. So basically, we can spend we spend 16 influence. That gives us 20%. I mean, it's not the worst.
We'll be running this place in no time.
Reporting in.
And I think we're just going to try and stabilize
Restoring order.
everything
Standing by.
over there. And we're just going to keep plugging away at the old... Spend 320 monies. I mean, we are making a lot of money.
We must
so
persuade the people.
Standing by for orders.
we'll do that. We'll go with that. Fine. Research is coming along, and we're currently research. We get the 21st of March. It's currently the 1st of March. No. Oh yeah, Nardi. Oh, you've got investigate. You can investigate any
We'll
activity.
recon the site.
Off you go. Go and do something, love. Fantastic. She's going to go and prod some aliens. She's great at that. Oh, hello. Alien abductions reported. Where? Down here. Okay, interesting. So that's an escalation. So we're going to want to send Niddy down
Here's
here
what
to go
we
and track
found.
that. After she's prodded those aliens, she can come down here and prop these.
We were unable to establish control.
Ah, never mind. Okay, yeah, you're going to go and
Headed there now.
investigate that one.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, I think we're going to... Do we just whack everything in there? It's 64. It's only a 45. I think we just spend 16.
Bringing them on board.
Where do you need me?
I think we just spend 16. I think we're just going to do that. Oh, hello. Asgard brands. It's only going to cost money, and it's going to give us some stuff, so fuck it. May as well grab it when we see it. How else we got? Dewey! What are you doing? You're just stabilising places, aren't you?
We'll turn down the heat.
You stabilise
Acknowledged.
that. And we will keep spend. Did we say 320? It's a 75%
We'll make our appeal.
chance. Yes, that's fine. Okay. Oh, hello. We found an alien base.
How could one so young, coddled as you are by the modern world, begin to understand what war is? I did what had to be done. Closing your eyes and wishing the monster away only makes you an easier meal. Colonel Hans Castillo, during a war crimes trial.
Okay, was that you on trial, or... He sounds like a fun guy. Living with the certainty we are not alone requires we change from observing the cold worlds of our outer solar system when it suits some scientific purpose to actively monitoring them as intelligent gathering operation, like sentinels on the watchtower. With Earth and space stations constantly in motion, doing so requires an integrated network of sensors and analysts ready to investigate whether a transient blip is a small and simple chunk of nickel and iron on a grand journey through the universe, or an alien spacecraft coasting towards Earth. So, we can now track any vessels or structures anywhere in the solar system, and immediately reveals all alien vessels and habitats within our destination range. So, that is an alien space station. There we go. And I've got a couple more which look like they're being constructed, although these guys don't have any power, apparently. They've got a surface base as well. Holy shit, look at that. Well, they're up to shenanigans, aren't they? Holy balls. So whereabouts is that then? Homer, which is a weird football planet? A dwarf planet in the Kuiper Belt. Which is pretty much the far end of where we can go, basically. Well, eventually. Currently, we're still stuck on Earth. However, we have now completed... yeah, good. Let's research the... Do we want to research the alien origin? Interplanetary warships... Oh, no, we want the outpost core, don't we? I think we're going to grab this one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And also... recruit someone... Unless... there's any organisations we can acquire. I don't think there is. Yeah, we don't have Israel. We don't have Japan. We're also not a criminal. It would be nice. We could... I mean, the... So, we do have... Do we have a criminal? The fun-loving criminal. Ba-ba. We've got a sociopath. I don't think we've got a criminal. You know what we really could do with a criminal? You know, that would be an idea. Is there anyone who's a criminal here? Commando, are you a criminal? No. Hacker, rebel. No. Tech mogul. No one is a criminal. What the fuck? You're a computer scientist, you're affluent, you're connected, and you're an enemy of the state, but you're not a criminal. Oh, you're a national hero. Of where? Okay, I don't... Do we just hold off? I think we hold off. I would like someone who's a criminal. I think we need someone who's a criminal. I think that's what we're going with. We're just going to hold off. We've completed the investigation. Alien abductions objective. After a thorough investigation, it seems clear that the aliens are targeting and abducting individual humans. Some animals also disappeared early on, but this seems to have quickly halted. This raises trouble and questions. While a handful of human abductions of course pose no large-scale threat, they do suggest the alien objectives may be fundamentally adversarial to ours. We must investigate further. So we've got alien methods tech, which is nice. I need more research. I'm kind of struggling.
We failed to take control.
Well, you know, that's fine. We'll just keep trying. Okay, this guy looks interesting. Aref Amar. He's in Egypt. He's a criminal. He's a sociopath. He's affluent. He's a lone wolf. And suspicious. But he does have like a reasonable set of objectives here. Plus some fairly good, I mean, he's good with the espionage as well, which could be useful. But the criminal thing is really talking to me, so we're going to grab him. That's fine for the moment. We don't have the resources we need. But we do have the control point. We do have... So effectively, if we have 200 money, influence, and 20 ops, which we do. We've got the ops and we've got the money. We just need the influence. If we can get that, then we should be able to grab this stuff, which is very, very potent. So the money, the influence, ops, plus you get more espionage and some nice security bonuses as well. We got the American Mafia. We do have a control point in the US as well, so we could potentially get that one. That is giving us... I mean, that'd be quite nice, actually. Plus, we only need 120 influence for that, which isn't too bad, actually. That is... I think that's an option. I think that is an option. Images of obvious alien military ships and structures in the far solar system have dashed hopes worldwide for peaceful contact. Many who wish to seek an avenue of cooperation with the aliens are changing their views in light of some of the most hard facts about their arrival. So, roughly half of the control points belonging to the Academy will suffer the crackdown effect for 12 months. And the Academy suffers a massive loss of public opinion around the world. All nation cohesion moves towards one extreme value. So basically, the Academy starts off with like fairly large public opinion bonuses across the board. But obviously when that event happens, it takes a knocking. So they are fairly open to being taken out. So we've got Space
Trillions
Dock.
of dollars just sitting up there, yet still the regulators drag their heels. Maybe it's time I treated the president to another golfing weekend. Chairman Soren van Wyk leaked private correspondence.
Yeah. We may feel we know our nearest neighbour well, yet our visits to it were far apart and fleeting. The moon is a natural staging ground for missions to other worlds in the Sol system, as well containing boundless resources of its own, so it is high time we attempted a longer-term habitation upon its barren surface. The rare earth metal deposits and waters housed there would be a significant benefit to both lunar colonization and orbital construction efforts, freeing us from the need to expensively and slowly transport critical resources from Earth. The moon may not seem as enticing a trophy as Mars, Venus, or beyond, but we would be foolish to squander the wondrous opportunities it presents with us. Untangling decades of international regulation concerning its exploitation will be no easy matter, however. So we can send probes to the Earth's moon and construction of habitats on the lunar surface. So we are going to go to the moon. Where is he? There he is. Right, so we can set a probe. Launch Prospector probe. So we're going to do that. So the moon will have sites located on it, and Shackleton Crater seems like it might be a good option. Shackleton or Peary Crater. So basically, when we get the chance, we want to send a platform. We will need 4 boosts to do that. We have 12, so that's fine. We need 11. We got loads of money, so that's fine. So we can, once we've sort of like probed the moon, we can then pop a hab on it and start mining resources. So we're starting mining resources from another orbital body other than Earth for the first time. How exciting!
Things are cooling off.
So we've completed the Outpost core project. This is going to let us put a core on the moon. Eventually it allows faction to found outposts, which is exactly what we wanted. Let's do the let's do the alien method first. Let's do that one first, because that's probably the cheapest one. That's going to be finished next month, which is fine. Once that moon has been probed. Oh, hello. Criminal favours. Arif Amar was supposed to be done with this life. No, he's not. Yeah, as a polite man with a goatee sitting across the table from him calmly explains, it's not as simple as that. Arif Amar accumulated certain debts and expectations of the L1 and simply working for the initiative now hasn't changed that. Nevertheless, it won't be anything too big. Nothing to worry about, just a small favour for old time's sake. Nothing happens, assassinated. So you've got 50% chance to be assassinated. Inequality. Okay, so we can gain some money. Oh, gods. That's a 20% chance to get 10,000. A 5% chance to get 5,000 and 4 purple things, whatever the fuck those are. I think we can find out from the codex. Nope, doesn't have whatever the fuck the purple things are. Maybe they're special. Maybe I don't know what they are yet. Genuinely don't know. Never mind. So 50%. I mean, that's unrest. I don't really care about. That's only got a 25% chance of success though, which is quite low. 10k though. I mean, worst case, he's locked up for a bit. Well, he's been locked up for a bit. Despite Arif Amar's immaculate planning, his skills become rusty after his time away from the underworld. He and his associates were captured on the scene and turned over to local authorities. While Arif Amar's criminal contacts hold no grudge for the failure, we are still left with him getting out of jail. Never mind.
We still lack support.
Okay, we completed the Alien Methods project. Having uncovered evidence of multiple livestock abductions sometime before the first correlated human disappearance, it would seem the aliens have been observing us long enough to understand Earth's biological and social hierarchies. In short, they have steadily worked their way up the food chain. By analysing patterns, the species, locations and frequency, the subtlety of the lack thereof, the proximity to settlements of recent disappearances, we can now paint a clear picture of their methodology. So, it allows faction to detect alien contacts with humans. So we also have the alien mission list and abductions with the update of the codex. So, we've completed the alien research methods. Early abductions were all of lower order mammals, unremarkable except for their frequency. Over a period of 10 to 20 days after the crash landing, animal abductions ceased and human abductions began. Early human abductions appeared to be random and opportunistic, but later ones have included a statistically disproportionate number of individuals with high social economic status, suggesting the aliens have adapted their methods and are now solely concerned with acquiring high value targets. Unfortunately, the most likely explanation for this behaviour is that the aliens' intentions towards us are hostile, intelligence gathering at least, and hostile takeover or extermination at worst. Given their technological superiority, this is a worrying prospect. So we need to investigate returned abductees. Got some new missions there, and if we go and have a look in the codex, we should see alien mission list. There we go. So we can see some of the alien missions. So they got abductions there. Gather some humans from a region to study how to improve the alien ability to control them. So it uses espionage and spends ops. And so this is the kind of mission that the alien councillors will be. I believe they have their own councillors that come on the planet when they crash land, and they sort of like run around and try and like complete objectives. This is kind of similar to how the original XCOM was, where the alien was its own player, it had its own objectives, and it was trying to win the game. Whereas like the newer XCOM, it didn't really work like that. But this does, because that's a cool way of doing it. So that's fun. Oh, we've conquered Ukraine, finally. Jesus. So we've taken control of that region. Ukraine is conquered. And it's now basically part of Russia. So it's now subsumed into Russia and just provides us with some bonuses. Now, obviously, that will increase the unrest. So it's increased by 2.1% in the last 30 days, which obviously isn't great. But that's because, you know, we subsumed another country. That's just how it works.
We've got our people in place.
Oh, thank God for that. We finally got a second control point. God, it's taken me ages. But we've done it. We've got a xenobiology lab, which is good. I like that. So we've got another army under our control, which is good. I'm not, like, you know, obviously the Academy's got some chunks of Europe. With that said, it looks like Humanity First has taken a chunk of Europe as well. So, you know what, they can have that. I'm going to have the US. I have decided. Now, we've taken, what is it? The identity block. So we get a bonus to increase unrest missions in this nation. Obviously, we don't want to do that. Walk Space Nation costs less. Bonus to public campaign mission. So obviously, we want the mass media, really, if we can grab that. That would be great, because it would make my life so much fucking easier. Never mind. Right, we need to...
We'll turn down the heat.
Need to sort Russia
Your
out.
orders?
And we need to keep... you just keep whacking on the old public
I will
campaign.
try to sway the public.
What's
Yep.
the op?
You do that. You are going to keep
Surveilling
surveying.
target area. Ready.
You are going to continue smashing your little head against that brick wall that is the United States. Still, we're up to 44%, which is a
Bringing them
lot.
to our side.
It's a lot better than it used to be.
Where do you need me?
You're still in prison, so I don't really need you. Sorry. Do we have any more organisations? No. Constantly checking.
On Overwatch.
Of course, there was an accident. Frankly, I'm surprised it took this long. Just get the recovery crew in there to salvage the gear ASAP. Worry about the bodies later. The delays are costing us. Chairman Soren van Beek, Internal Memo.
That's fair enough. Leaving Earth is one thing, colonising nearby worlds is another. Reliably and rapidly traversing the infinite expanse of space is yet another, and perhaps the toughest of these nuts to crack. Our current spacecraft and engines are capable of no such thing, at least not for any useful length of time. The major stumbling block is fuel, with our current sources constrained by both storage and propulsion limitations. It is a problem the world's finest engineers and physicists have long laboured to solve, and they now believe that a pathway to next-generation propulsion systems is open to us. Efficiency is the foremost avenue of the exploration, increasing the speed and longevity of propellant whilst reducing wear and damage to our ship's drives and nozzles. Now that the essential concepts are established, our researchers believe there are three possible paths to tread: electromagnetic, electrostatic, or electrothermal propulsion. Each has its own advantages and will depend upon prior discoveries in other fields.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay, our probe arrived. Finally. I forgot to send it, but I sent it again. It's fine. So we can actually have a look at our sites. So, water is quite important, and currently the only place that has water is Peary Crater. So we're going to immediately grab that bad boy. So we're going to found an outpost at Peary Crater. And we're going to send that on its way. And there we go. It'll take a while to reach, but once it does...
We are taking over.
Oh, look at that. Let's go and
Wrapping
have a
up
look.
here.
So, we now have mass media Perfect. So we've got 4 of the 6 United States control points, which is fantastic. That's going to give us a big boost to our research. But it also has increased it's put us over the cap, and it's costing us 1.8 influence per day, which is not great. I could let go of some of these bits. Like, do I actually need... I mean, we can merge them soon, but I'm kind of tempted to just sort of say, nah. We're going to abandon. Now, what this means is we don't lose it immediately. It means effectively we've got a constant crackdown on those sort of points. Effectively, what it means is that we've withdrawn our support from those cells of our organisation. So if they come under attack, we're not going to help them. So just sort of like going, you're on your own. So we'll do that. And I mean, absolute worst case scenario, we lose them. So we'll do that. I don't really want that. So this is costing us like 6.4. 6.4. So if we abandon that, that'll put us back under the cap, which is, to be honest, my preference, because those countries aren't really worth much, whereas obviously the United States is worth quite a lot. So having that under our control is much more worth. Yeah, we could do a 57%.
Taking control.
Your orders.
57%'s good. Oh, you're out of prison, are you? Oh, good. Nice to hear it. What do we got here? We have... I really want these guys. Oh, we're quite close with the influence, actually. So I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off doing anything. Your investigation's pretty good, isn't it? So I know there was some alien activity down
Initiating
here.
recon.
So we're going to send
here.
you down here. You are going to...
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Keep doing
What's
that. Do we have any level ups? Let's have a look. No. Yes. I'm actually tempted to give you another administration. I think I'm going to do it. I don't want to spend that. This isn't bad. That's just a monthly income of 62. This would give you a little bit more espionage. It would cost a little bit of influence, but this one is just money. So let's grab that one. It does cost a little bit of influence. Is there anyone who's like... Who has the best espionage? You do. So we could give that to you. So I'll give that to you, because that's going to give you a little bit more espionage. So we'll go with that. Does... That's a good question. If we... hang on. Surveillance. Survey location. It doesn't... It doesn't say it increases the chance to spot stuff. Sight of enemy councillors. I guess survey location just increases the chance. But it doesn't say that it uses investigation. It just increases the chance for spotting something. I mean, there may not be anything there to spot, that's the thing. Ooh, we have new reports of returned abductees in the Tripoli region of Libya. The relatives say they're behaving strangely and saying the aliens are peaceful and here to help humanity. What the fuck they are. Okay, so there's alien activity right there. Right in the servants' territory. That's not fucking suspicious. We've completed the investigate returned Abductee. God, why is that such a hard word to say? Abductees objective. We now have multiple independent reports that the returned abduction victims are spying on high-level government, military, and economic affairs. Countries are being targeted indiscriminately without concern for political stance or alliance. None of the returned abductees had any history of espionage or political activity. With our assistance, local police have intercepted and detained several abductees in the middle of these missions. Even under harsh interrogations, they have, without exception, refused to divulge any explanation for their behaviour. Their loyalty to their new masters is striking. The alien ability to control their human subjects, for they clearly are behind this, is both impressive and frightening. How are they doing it? Is this some function of their advanced technology? Whatever the answers, our position appears grim. We need to learn more, and quickly. Who knows how far the aliens' influence has already spread without our knowledge.
Recon complete.
It's got the alien operations tech.
We've got our people in place.
Ah, we've done it! The whole of the United States. And we've got our first lunar base. With Earth shining behind them like a sapphire against the black sky, the astronauts begin the process of assembling the first shelters of the lunar base. Prompted by mission control to say something, the space-suited commander turns to the camera, her face obscured by a golden visor. This time, she says, motioning towards the grey surface, we're here to stay. So, we have our first hab. If we have a look at that's our space station. There we go. So this is our first hab. So we want to immediately put a solar collector down there. It's going to take 35 days to reach there, but that's going to give us a little bit of power to then run some of our other bits. Do we actually have a mining? I don't think we have space mining yet, so we need to worry about that next, probably. That should probably be our next technology.
We've got some intel in
so
our target.
Very little for one tribe of humanity to look upon a second tribe as the other. Think of what will happen once hundreds of millions of kilometers lie between us. Chancellor Li Qingzhao, Distributed Humanity.
Though it is scarcely an appealing home, there is no better prospect within our solar system for eventual colonization than our crimson neighbour, Mars. It lacks breathable atmosphere. The radiation risk from both galactic cosmic rays and solar energetic particles is extreme. The soil is flooded with toxins, and the low gravity will weaken both bones and muscles and cause cardiovascular problems. Then there is the cold and the minimal supply of water. And with the travel each way also taking months, at least until such as time as we have made profound progress in spaceflight technology, only our bravest and hardiest pioneers would dare take this chance. Yet, if humanity is ever to explore the stars or settle on further out planets, or to trace our alien visitors to their own homeworld, there is simply no choice other than Mars. In terms of temperature, sunlight and simple proximity, no other planet in our system comes close. Our scientists are now confident that settling on a limited number of highly trained personnel will be possible thanks to a combination of highly complex life support systems and certain cyanobacteria capable of photosynthesis even on Mars' hostile surface. The latter, grown at sufficient scale, can generate both food and oxygen locally and allow the propagation of more complex organisms. It is far from these starting blocks that long-term life on Mars will begin, so we can send probes to Mars and inner system asteroids and the construction of habitats at these locations. Okay. So we get the mission to the asteroids. So we've also got investigate. So we found out that one of our agents' loyalty is 6.
Mission in progress.
So Trisha has a loyalty of 6, which is not very fucking loyal. So we will probe Mars. Okay, good stuff. Can we probe these as well?
Violence is abating.
Good, but still, I want to probe stuff.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
What can I probe? Can I probe you? There are some sites there. Okay, say I can't probe them. So, what was that technology and what did it do? Tech tree. Mission to Mars, wasn't it? Mission to asteroids. Mission to the asteroids. Mission. The exploration of inner city asteroids, inner system asteroids, and inner system asteroids. So what counts as an inner system asteroid then? Is that the Kuiper belt? Well, I can't seem to probe anything else, so I'm assuming not. Okay, well, we're probing Mars anyway. It's a start.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
We've completed the Alien Origin project. There are a multitude of theories about whether the aliens hail from, running the gamut from plausible to absurd. Maddeningly, we have completed the Alien Origin project. There are a multitude of theories about whether the aliens hail from, running the gamut, whatever that is, from plausible to absurd. Maddeningly, our further studies of alien debris cannot quite be said to rule anything out. Our long-range scanners have confirmed that, yes, there is a large and strikingly regular-shaped mass of similar materials in the deeper recesses of the solar system, strongly suggesting the presence of some manner of alien insulation. However, our scans have also confirmed that not all of the substances within debris are available locally, as it were. Thus, although our visitors do indeed have industrial-scale presence within Sol's orbit, they almost certainly did not originate from it. We've completed the Alien Origin objective. Though funds are supplied to astronomical organisations, can't say it, we have received copies of their reports. It appears that the aliens have a base of operations in the outer reaches of the solar system. Presumably, they travelled there with some kind of faster-than-light technology, then began to build up their ships and other hardware using locally sourced resources. The astronomers seem largely interested in the alien faster-than-light tech and the implications of the search of extraterrestrial intelligence. We do not have a luxury of wasting time on such unpredictable subjects, and as such, they'll be focusing on more practical matters. Okay. We're going to do alien operations because I want to be able to detect the fuckers when they're moping about on Earth doing shit.